His MVP. Goal swung, right field. Forget about it. Rangers strike first. Goes after the first one. Drills a high fly ball. Left center field. This game is tied. From Javier. Seager hits a high fly ball. Deep right field. A bomb into first. One swing. Drive. It's tied. Seager smashes the ball down the line. Goodbye. Now Seager to right center field, way back there. Gone again. Corey Seager does it again. It's Texas Rangers win the World Series. The Willie Mays Most Valuable Player Trophy presented by Chevrolet. Is there any doubt? Corey Seager.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of Right on Rangers Live, coming at you. Bottom of the eighth inning, full count to Josh Smith. Let's see what he can do here. Pitch up coming, and Smith is going to strike out on a little backdoor off-speed pitch. Unfortunately, sorry to have to start off the show that way, but at least the Rangers are tied. At least Texas has managed to come back from a 3-0 deficit. Something that hasn't happened a whole lot this year. So let's focus on the positive. Brand new ball game. Texas down 3-0 after Patrick Corbin gives up a 3 spot in the early innings. Claw their way back into this ball game and hopefully can keep it right at 3 headed to the bottom of the 9th with reinforcements on the way at the top of the order. Would have been nice for Jonah Heim, Josh Smith to get it done there. Jonah Heim, look, that was a big spot. Big opportunity for Jonah and not able to get it done there. Really put maybe 1 or 2 good swings on in that AB, but all you need is a ball in play. You just need a ball in play. We have been saying it so long. You just need a ball in play. And when you're striking out swinging like that, it's hard for me. I don't want to go off without the game totally spoken for, the result final. A lot can still happen in this ball game. But it just doesn't sit with me, this inability to be able to put the ball in play with 1 out and a runner on third base. There's so many different ways that you can get the ball in play and the run home from third. It doesn't take a rocket science to figure out the multiple alternatives and outcomes. It's really frustrating when your 5-hole hitter can't put the ball in play when needed. And Jonah Heim hitting in the 5 spot. I said it at the onset when the lineup first came out. You know, Jonah Heim, Higgy, Josh Young, all in the lineup, all pretty much hitting in the same spots. It's diabolical. It's straight up diabolical. I mean, I know it's a lefty lineup, and so you're going to pitch. You're going to hit Young. You're going to hit Higgy. You're going to try and load with the right-handers. Evan Carter away from the team, dealing with some personal issues. I get all that. But it's diabolical putting out a lineup like that right after what happened yesterday. I mean, obviously, I'm not rooting for anything but a win tonight, but the lineup where you have Jonah Heim hitting 5th just can't be what continues. And I know it won't when Jock Peterson comes back. Jake Berger's going to be coming back on Friday. Wyatt's back on Saturday. So it's not like we're going to see Jonah Heim in the 5-hole forever. But let me put it to you this way. I am counting down the days. Garcia in the ball game right now. And strike 1. Nice painted pitch. Top corner of the zone. Top shelf. Love that. What's up to everybody hanging out, by the way? Everybody on YouTube, X. Good to see all you guys. Brian, what's good, man? Another tight one. I'm with you on the lineup, by the way. I'm totally with you on the lineup. Ball out to right field is going to be caught by Adolis. Adolis nearly got Marcus Semien home on a ground ball. Jackson Holiday did a nice job to cut off that ground ball. Otherwise, Marcus Semien scores, and we're up 4-3 right now. Speaking of Jackson Holiday, he is stepping to the plate. 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. Jackson Not the best, I feel like, against lefties. I'll knock on wood just in case here. He's going to take ball one. Just missed, did Robert Garcia. And quickly 2-0. Tried to get the a similar spot. Hey, what's good, guys? What's good? Like I always say to y'all, if I miss your comment during the game, please have some understanding. I definitely don't intend to pass up anyone. We don't duck comments. We just sometimes miss it watching the game. And so I want to make sure everybody gets their word in. If you want to repaste, recopy it, I would appreciate it. Drop it after the game if I miss it. Be persistent. It's definitely no ill will or no harm intended, but sometimes we just miss it during the case of the action. Here we go, Holiday 2-1 count, and now we're going to have a strike call on a very questionable pitch. Probably ball there, probably ball 3. Holiday respectfully checking with the umpire on that one. That's the way to do it, young kid. But probably should have been ball 3, 3-1 count. Makes a huge difference. 3-1 count or a 2-2 count. Makes a big, big difference here. And this is going to be strike 3 call. That one was painted. That one was painted. And now we quickly have 2 outs. Holiday, that was a little bit of a questionable AB from the umpire there, but that one did appear to catch corner. Vortex, that was Beasley. I mean, maybe he would have ran through, but Beasley was waving him, buddy. Beasley was waving him. So, I mean, I got to say, I don't know who you give more credit to there, Hellman or Beasley, but Beasley was waving him home. Quickly, we're at 0-2 here after a swinging strike. Laureano, 3 for 4 on the night. Kind of a guy you got to stay a little bit careful with here. A little bit careful with this guy, please. Look, I loved the send. ZG, appreciate all the gifts, man. Appreciate that, man. You're so generous. Appreciate that. Look, you got to be aggressive at some point. The offense being as bad as it is, you've got to be aggressive at some point. So I love the send. I love the hustle. I love it all. I mean, it was great. He would have been gunned down had the Orioles played it better. I mean, he was a sitting duck, dead in the water at home plate. But that's what happens when you put pressure on the defense. And so from that angle, I am a fan of it. You put pressure on the defense. The offense is struggling a little bit. You don't know exactly what's going to happen in that at bat with Haggerty. It's not like Haggerty's been red hot all night long. I mean, tonight, Haggerty's 0 for 4. I say it's the right move. I saw Beasley waving Vortex. I saw that too, and I'm like, what? Beasley, I feel like notoriously, and by the way, strike 3 to end the inning here. I feel like Bees is a notoriously cautious third base coach. Am I alone in that? I feel like Beasley is just a notoriously cautious third base coach. Like, he is always holding up guys when you would love to see a send. And so to see him waving it home, I was shocked. I loved it. And then as it was developing, it's one of those things where you're like, yes, he's sending him. No, he's going to be like 5 feet out at the plate. And sure enough, it would have been 5 feet out at the plate if not for a bobble by Sanchez at home. So we'll take it, man. We'll take it. But good things happen when you put pressure on the defense. You put the ball in play. You apply some speed on the base pass. You make some aggressive decision-making. I loved every bit of it. Every bit of it. 100%, Brian. 100%. Absolutely. Let me get to the comments here. Antonio, what's good, my guy? Thanks for hanging out, buddy. It's been great having you in the Discord. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, if maybe he still runs. Antonio, I know y'all can't see all the comments. I'll do my best to read them out. Antonio says Hellman was going anyways. Look, he had some speed before he touched third base. I mean, that would have been a violent brake job there. That would have been a violent brake job. Just slamming on those brakes. He was going, man. He was flying around. I think you might be onto something there, Antonio. You might be right. He might have ran right through that stop sign. But I love seeing Beasley go aggressive there. ZG, man, you're on fire today. We got the roses. We got the galaxy. My goodness, man. Thank you. Thank you. So appreciative of that. What do I think of the new Mav squad? Excited. Excited for the Mav squad. You got D'Lo in the fold now, getting signed today. Little 2-year, $13 million deal, player option for next year. Hold down the fort till Kyrie comes back. I'm all for it, man. I love what the Mavs have going. Look, a lot of it's good fortune. It's definitely not Nico Harrison building something special. You lucked into Cooper Flag, but I'm here for it. We'll take it. We needed something positive to go our way. Shoot, we'll take it, man. Daniel with the GGs, my guy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very excited. Very, very excited about the Mavs. You guys know I cover a lot of DFW sports during the baseball season. It's pretty much exclusive Rangers. If there's a big story in Cowboys camp, Mavs camp, I'll definitely talk about it, kind of like we're doing right now with the Mavs. But Rangers definitely take the priority for this half of the year. Josh Young walk-off would be incredible. Whoever just said that. Brian, was that you? Yes, sir. Young walk-off would be incredible. I would not be putting real money on it. I would not be going up to the sportsbook counter and putting real money on that. But I like the positive thinking. You guys know I love speaking things into existence, so I'm here for it. I definitely am not risking any of my hard-earned cash on it. Let me put it to you that way. But I'd love to see it. Bautista's a tough one, too. Pitching for the Orioles here. Young's going to foul this one off in a 1-2 count here. Young has not looked great today. 0 for 3 with the strikeout. Has put the ball in play a couple of times, some soft contact, but still having a very rough go at the moment. I would love to see Josh Young come through here. I know a lot of people see my videos, think I'm rooting against my own team. Never. But we got to be real. We got to call it out when somebody is not doing well, just like we hype it up when somebody's on fire. And Josh Young's going to swing and miss here. Strike 3. And Rangers are now down to 2 outs remaining in the 9th here. Unfortunate. You know, Young was always going to be in the lineup today with the lefty. I mean, Young has historically hit lefties very, very well. Clearly, it didn't work out today, right? It didn't work out today. Rogers threw a really pretty sound game beyond giving up the bomb to Marcus Semien. Here's another guy I'd love to see walk it off, Kyle Higashioka, who I dropped a video on. We threw another piece of meat in the smoker today. Kyle Higashioka definitely been a bit of a disappointment this season. 1 home run, 8 extra base hits in 84 games. I mean, look, I know he hasn't played in all 84 of those games, now 85. But for $13.5 million total, I've got to say, this has not been a pretty sight so far for Higgy. I would love to see this man turn it around, drive one out of the ballpark, and we all go home happy. Please make me eat my words today, Kyle Higashioka. Please. Please. Like I said, that's the thing people get twisted sometimes. We make the videos, we're not rooting for failure. We make them because it's what's happening. It is the news. It is reality. Kyle Higashioka far underperforming the contract that the Rangers have given him. Is he the most disappointing Ranger this season? I don't know. He's just the one that I haven't grilled quite yet. He's going to take a 96-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. Bro, I don't know what you're waiting for there. That's how he might end up putting this one in play and connecting, but when you're taking those middle in pitches, it just makes me worry a little bit, man. It just makes me worry. You're taking those pitches right down the middle. Higgy sends this one, though, deep and far, man. He honestly almost had a bomb on that one. We'll give him some love and some flowers, man. You straighten that out. That one is ball game. That sucks, man. That's ball game. If he just waits a little bit longer, he mashed that. Good walk here from Higgy, man. Good walk here. Look, he has a hit tonight. He's been on base tonight. Does it totally wipe out the 205, 210 average and the sub 600 OPS on the year? No, but it's a positive start in the right direction for Kyle Higashioka. You walk tonight. You got a hit tonight. You've been on base twice. Now they bring in Duran to pinch run. Love the move. Got to get him over to second base. Osuna up to bat right now. Perfect. I love how this is shaping up. ZG with the Galaxy again. I like the good vibes right before some very big ABs right now, my guy. Love it. Thank you again. Appreciate it. Osuna, wouldn't it be sweet? Ball in the gap, walk off. Oh, please. Give me ball in the gap walk-off right here. Come on, baby. Osuna it is. Osuna it is, y'all. Look, would you rather have Hellman or Osuna? I'd rather have Osuna. Bochy was talking before the game. I know not everybody gets to catch this stuff. I don't always get to catch it either, by the way. I got a lot going on. I'm not always able to sit there and watch a 30-minute pregame show. But today I was. Today we were just kind of chilling at the house. Got a chance to watch it. And Bochy basically said he likes Hellman against lefties. He said Hellman sees the ball a little better against lefties. That's why he's in the lineup. So I think that what you're seeing here is a classic, hey, there's a righty in the game now. Hellman doesn't see it as well against righties. You bring in Osuna. Zeke's got that stolen, man. That was textbook from Duran. What a freaking jump. That was textbook from Zeke. And now you've got an opportunity. You got 2 chances in a 1-0 count. You basically got 2 chances here to win a ball game. Osuna hit one of those patented line drives to center field. You know what I mean? Like, just I don't even need a bomb. Just give me like one of those patented Osuna line drives to center. Zeke's going to third. Oh, Zeke. Zeke's at third, baby. Let's go. The Haggerty special. The Swaggerty special, baby. He steals second. He steals third. No excuse. You got to win this ball game. You've got to win this ball game. Come on. Zeke steals second. He steals third. You've got 1 out. You just got to put the dang ball in play. Please. Come on, Osuna. I got to say I love having him up. Swing and strike, unfortunately, here, and he's down 1-2 in the count. We still have faith. We still have faith here. Not the pitch you want to be swinging at there. 99 above the zone. Clearly, he got a little tempted by the high cheddar there. We're going to see a step off here from the pitcher. Going to see a little step off here. Zeke Duran on third base. Anything regular depth, I think they are sending him, and they're going to take their chances. You just got to hit a fly ball here, man. You've got to put the ball in play. Osuna, he's got a decent eye up there at the plate. Let's see what he can do. And here's the pitch. Osuna is going to strike out. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Why can't we put the ball in play with 1 out and a runner on third base? You've got to be freaking kidding me. Why? We're cursed, seriously. Because this can't be the major leagues. This can't be the major leagues where we have got time, back-to-back innings, and now Osuna not even putting the ball in play. Come on, baby. All right, Haggerty, it's up to you. Ball 1, I like the take. That's the pitch that Osuna couldn't lay off of. I like Haggerty here, balanced. Come on, babe. I guess Zeke's going to just have to steal home. Like, just steal home, brother, at this point. I mean, seriously, you might as well give it a shot. Haggerty's going to wave through. Pitch over the heart of the plate. A little high, but would have been a strike. Seriously, steal home. Can we get a bounce ball here? Like, I'll take anything. I'm desperate right now, y'all. I'll take anything. I don't need a walk-off hit. Give me a walk-off wild pitch. Come on now. Oh, my goodness. Ground ball to second base. That'll do it. We go into extras. You got to be kidding me. Like, I mean, seriously, you might as well do the squeeze when you've got 1 out and a runner on third. You might as well have squeezed Osuna there with Zeke Duran. I wonder how much they actually thought about it. Joel couldn't have said it better. It's like pulling teeth. It's like pulling teeth watching this team try to manufacture a dang run. Ugh. Commercials now. I'm beside myself on the inability to put the ball in play with runner on third, 1 out. I mean, it is 7. It's horrible. It's horrible. Brian, it's not starting to hurt. It is excruciating right now, my guy. It is excruciating. We are driving the knife right now with the inability to capitalize in these situations. Let's see. Yeah, he kind of did. He kind of did, Vortex Vibes. I'm with you on that. I'm glad it worked out. Extra innings again. Albert, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, Austin, this is my fear too, and this is exactly what I was going to say next. What I hate about this is at this point, you are going to be wasting bullpen arms, spending them. You've got a big series, a big week of series coming up next week. The last thing you want to do is fart around with the Orioles right now, man. That's the last thing you want to do. You got a big series in San Diego coming up this weekend. You've got a big series in LA. Look, the Angels, much as we like to clown on the Angels, they're right there with us. Like, that Angels series is huge. We've got Padres, Angels, Astros. We need this bullpen to be fully healthy and rested. Yeah. This is not what I wanted to see. Rangers had an opportunity. They squander it. But you know what? Let's get a win in the 10th. Come on. We got the top of the order coming up next. We got Corey Seager immediately with the runner in scoring position. Hey, Scott, what's good, man? Love you, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, look, we don't know how to win in regulation. We do not know how to win in the first 9 innings. It's possible that we win in extras. We've seen that happen. It didn't happen this weekend. I mean, look, we won 1 time out of 3. It's possible. Garcia, by the way, is in for another inning. Laureano is the ghost runner. Yeah, Brian, exactly. This is my favorite rule in all of baseball. Favorite rule, the ghost runner. Look, those of y'all that are brand new to the show, it ain't my favorite rule. This is my least favorite rule in all of baseball. Just play the game traditionally, please. Just play the game traditionally. We don't need a ghost runner. Come on now. My game day's lagging a little bit. All y'all on YouTube and X, my apologies. It'll catch up in a second. I'll keep y'all going. Here's Gunnar Henderson. He's going to take ball 1. It's a 1-1 count right now. 1-1 count right now. Game day slowly catching up. Look, Gunnar on the night is 0 for 3. Garcia's at 13 pitches, so he's getting extended a little bit tonight. You'd love for him to be the last pitcher the Rangers have to throw in this ball game. Gunnar is going to whiff at actually he fouled it back. Pretty healthy cut there. Just got a little bit underneath that one. Had he been a little bit lower on the ball, that might have gone a long way. But he just misses it, fouls it straight back. 1-2 count incoming here. And here's the pitch. Another foul ball. Tried to front door him with the breaking pitch. Would have been right on the inside black. Little bit elevated, but Gunnar is only able to foul it off. Armstrong in the bullpen. Yes, sir. Vortex, thank you for the update. Appreciate you. I'm kind of with, like, the Rangers, we've said it for so long, haven't we? We've said it for so long. The Rangers are just, they're too dependent on the long ball. Speaking of, that ball is toasted. Toasted. Again, man. Again. Freaking ridiculous. And you know what kills me about this is I just got to gather myself. It just pisses me off so much what just happened. So you literally just watched Gunnar Henderson foul one straight back. And I made the comment. If he would have been a little bit lower on the pitch right before that home run, would have been mashed. And you come back with the same exact pitch, and he missed his spot. He did not want to throw it right over the heart of the plate like he did. But I got to say, that is a little bit on Garcia, and it's a little bit on, at this point, Jonah Heim. Like, it's a little bit on Jonah Heim and Garcia. Hickey is out of the game at this point. So it's Heim back there. Why are you coming back to Gunnar Henderson with the same exact pitch that he just barely missed? He literally just barely missed hitting a home run on the foul ball right before. He was on it. But you come back with that slider again on the inside half of the plate? I'm sorry, man. You got to come back low and away there. There's so many different things that you could do. It was a 1-2 count. Why is that pitch even close to the zone? 1 and 2, you're trying to nibble a little bit. You're trying to tempt. Throw that sweeping slider across the plate, low and away. Make Gunnar Henderson chase. Throw that high elevated fastball on the outside upper half. Why are you coming back at him with the breaking pitch that he just missed and fouled straight back the pitch before? You're killing me. Rangers 1572. I like the move to keep Garcia in the game. I don't really want to bring Armstrong in to face the lefty Gunnar Henderson right there. I want Garcia in the game. I just don't want him to throw a pitch 1-2 right down the middle. I know he's not trying to throw that. Like, it can't even be close. Like, I'll look at the replay where it was Jonah Heim setting up, but you got to throw me low and away. You got to throw me high and elevated. You're not throwing me anywhere close to the middle of the plate on a 1-2 pitch. I got to look at the replay where it was Heim setting up there. 5-3 Orioles are going to take the lead here, obviously. They already have, and we got a 1-1 count right now to Sanchez. Disgusting. Disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting. There's no other word to put it. I mean, there's a few other adjectives we can think of. Osuna's going to track this one down. Finally, we getting out. Look, 2 runs, not insurmountable, but with the Rangers' inability to really string together hits, it's what makes it tough. Could you potentially get a home run from Corey, a home run from Marcus? Absolutely. And in fact, that's probably what it's going to take to win this ball game. They'll probably walk Corey Seager, and then Marcus Semien is going to have to win it on a 3-run bomb. I'm going to go ahead and speak it out loud just so it can happen. But seriously, I just don't love the Rangers' chances of stringing together a bunch of hits. Somebody's going to have to drop a bomb, and then we maybe either get a tie or we win it. That would be sick. I'm not going to get my hopes up, but that's what it's got to be right now. We keep going. Yeah, Antonio, I'm with you. This was a series you really needed to sweep. Now, look, I think the Rangers can probably still win this series, even with maybe dropping this ball game tonight. And that's not the worst thing in the world. It just means you have that much more thin margin for error on the road trip. And the Rangers have a long road trip coming up. Long road trip, man. You've got LA, you've got San Diego. At least you're in nice places in the country, man. San Diego is beautiful. I'll be there for one of the games. I think I told y'all that. That'll be a lot of fun. We'll do a Ride on Rangers short show from the field, hopefully after a dub. That's the plan. Adolis hits a walk-off 3-run homer would make my night, man. Y'all will see me get to a new level. You might see me levitate out of my chair if that happens. If anybody hits a 3-run bomb and we walk this one off. My goodness, man. It's been painful. Back-to-back nights. You have a chance to win the game in the bottom half, and then you come back in the top half, and you go ahead and give up a go-ahead home run. It is getting old. Brian, you said it well. It's just getting old quick. You had a chance to win it in the bottom of the 9th. ZG, appreciate you, man. Helped me feel a little bit better. Thank you, my guy. You have an opportunity, and you can't even put the ball in play. Can't even put the ball in play. Yeah, look, Vortex, appreciate you throwing that up there. Look, we need some hope. You got deGrom and Evo pitching on Tuesday, Wednesday. You got to feel good about us still winning the series. This one hurts. You had a chance to win this ball game, and you couldn't have your 5 or 6 hole hitter come through. Jonah Heim didn't come through at a spot earlier on in the game, and then you've got Osuna, you've got Haggerty with an opportunity to win. It's frustrating, man. It's just frustrating. There's no other way to put it. No other way to put it. Ball. Oh, I thought that was going to be ball 4 to Urias, but Armstrong gets the call. Should have been a ball now that I'm looking at it right now. 93-mile-an-hour sinker. It was close, but it was outside. Urias probably should have had the walk. We'll take the good fortune. And now there are 2 down in the top of the 10th. Hopefully the Rangers can get this one to the bottom half with just the 2-run deficit. That's the plan, at least. Might go awry, but that's the plan. David, I'm with you. I'm with you. This team is testing, toying with messing with my emotions. I just can't even believe back-to-back nights you got a chance to win the ball game in the bottom half, and then you come back in the top half and you give up a bomb. Look, it's hard for me to fault the pitching. Robert Garcia, not my most favorite bullpen guy right now. I do have to say that out loud, and I'm not just saying it for hindsight. Y'all have heard me say I feel very iffy about Robert Garcia right now. I thought that it was the right move to have him in the game right there, but he just does that, doesn't he? It's just like for that 1 or 2 pitches, he just loses focus. Oh, no. Speaking of losing focus, Armstrong gives up the home run to Colton Cowser, and it is a 3-run game quickly. That might be all she wrote, guys. I had a little bit of hope. 114 miles an hour off the bat. 3-0 green light. 3-0 green light. Armstrong, you get down 3-0. Cowser gets the green light, and it was right down the middle. I mean, that's a BP 93.5 mile an hour fastball. That's all she wrote. Look, I hope to be wrong, but 3-run game at this point. And look, I know this is going to sound like sour grapes, salty, whatever you want to call it, but this is another reason why I hate the ghost runner rule. The home runs, obviously, that's inflicted by the Rangers themselves, but it's just not my favorite. It's like you start with a clean inning, it all changes. You get that 2-run bomb immediately. It's just tough, man. It's just tough. It's just not my favorite rule. I would say the same exact thing either way. I really would. I've said that for a long, long time. It just hurts even more. The away team, I always like our chances better when we're on the road versus at home. Just always like it better. But tonight, look, Osuna, not good. Jonah Heim, not good. Josh Young, not good. We had some opportunities tonight. We really did. It's hard for me to get on the pitching too much. Look, Armstrong and Garcia giving up the bombs there. They shouldn't have even had to, right? I think that is the mentality, right? They shouldn't have even had to. That's got to be the perspective. I know that Garcia and Armstrong are going to get some crap tonight. The mentality, everybody's perspective. You're a Rangers fan. You're a diehard. You love this team. The perspective has to stay with the offense. You had an opportunity to win this game in the bottom of the 9th inning, and you didn't get it done. You had a runner on third base with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th with the chance to walk it off, and you couldn't even put the ball in play with 1 out. The focus for me is staying squarely on the offense in this one. Marcus Semien's had an outstanding night, 2 for 2 with 2 walks, been on base every single time. And Corey Seager and Marcus might be able to make it interesting here. I surely hope they are able to, but I got to squarely blame this offense, man. A lot of zeros up and down the board. Haggerty 0 for 5. My boy Haggerty, man. Hate to see it, but Haggerty 0 for 5 tonight from the leadoff spot. Just not ideal. And then you've got Jonah Heim 0 for 4. Foscue and Smith combined are both 0 for 4 from that 6-spot position. Josh Young is 0 for 4. Higgy had a pretty good night. Not a bad night from Kyle Higashioka. Hellman, not a bad night. Scored that run. But look, a lot of zeros. Too many zeros, and too many zeros when the game mattered the most. Bottom of the 9th. What was it? Bottom of the 7th or bottom of the 8th? Jonah Heim had an opportunity to send a ball in the outfield. Didn't even have to get a hit, man. Just hit the ball in the outfield. And Jonah Heim waving at crap, down on one knee. Like, it's just an ugly AB from him. So I got to blame the offense. Corey Seager going to fly out sharply here to left field. First pitch, hacking. Gave it a good ride. It's a well-struck ball. Unfortunately, they're playing it well. Haggerty is going to stay at second base. So Marcus Semien up now, 1 out. Got to get the train moving, man. Just get the train moving here. A little surprised they came at Corey Seager and just pitched to him. Little surprised. Anybody wondering, though, like, you know, big picture here, like what's the answer? What's it going to take? Texas needs a hard reset at multiple positions, right? They need a hard reset. It's not going to be able to come tomorrow or next week. And yes, we do have some guys coming back. I know that there are some Rangers voices and some Rangers fans that like to remind anybody that's getting slightly negative of that fact. I can't say right now I feel a whole lot extra knowing Wyatt Langford and Jake Berger are coming back this weekend. I can't say that gets me super pumped or excited. I don't know about you guys. I can't say that I'm jacked that Berger and Langford are back. I mean, look, I think that those guys obviously bring you some power, but it's not like either one of those dudes was killing it before they got hurt, right? So, unfortunately, you're not really going to see anything crazy with the lineup. But I do think off-season, I mean, the way that they're playing right now, maybe the trade deadline, you might see some hard resets. I would hard reset catcher. I would probably hard reset the corner positions, first and third base. I would hard reset right field. I think Adolis Garcia, you know how we feel about him. He's a legend forever in Rangers history. But last year of his deal is next year. You got to get some value out of him, either at the deadline or in the offseason. There's going to be some hard resets at multiple positions. It's unfortunate that we just have to wait it out, guys, but that is what it is. Sad but true. There's just not a lot you're going to do in the next 3 weeks. Trade deadline, definitely, but before the trade deadline, there's just not a lot that you're going to see the Rangers do differently. They're either going to figure it out over the next 3 or 4 weeks and put together some good runs, and you may feel like that's a possibility. You may feel like that's the furthest thing from being possible. But that is what it's going to take. Time passing, 3-4 weeks. We'll see what this team is going to do. Marcus Semien, by the way, swinging bunt about a minute or two ago, and he's able to reach. So Adolis has a chance to tie the ball game here. He's got a chance to tie the ball game. I would love to see it. Would love to see it. Trade Higgy and Adolis. If you could trade Higgy, I would trade Higgy. For sure. If anybody's willing to take him, I don't know if any team really is interested. There were some people pushing back on me about Adolis Garcia. The video that I put out on TikTok, it got a ton of views, thanks to you guys, by the way. But he was like, dude, if you're saying this stuff about him, why would any other team want him? Well, he's got a lot of intangibles, right? He's got a lot of positive intangibles. He's clearly got a really good glove out in the outfield, a really good arm. He does have power. He can be a really streaky hitter. And then there are always teams that look at a guy and they say, yeah, he's struggling in Texas, but we can fix him. We can give him some new information and get the swing back on track. So Adolis has enough potential that there are going to be teams interested. It's 3-2 right now, by the way, to Adolis Garcia. 3-2, runner on first and third. You got Jonah Heim up to bat next. Here's the pitch. Adolis! Oh, yeah, baby. Yes, sir. Woo! Let's go. Oh, my goodness. Adolis Garcia homers. And we got a tie ball game, baby. We got a tie ball game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. His ears must have been burning. He heard the trade talks. Ears were burning. He said, you might want to think twice about that. Love it, baby. Love it. Hey, the reverse jinx worked out great. Am I right? It worked out great. Oh, my goodness, man. Are you kidding me? For the second day in a row, we get a game-tying lifeline home run. ZG, appreciate the gifts, my guy. Appropriate way to celebrate. Got to give Adolis his flowers, too. Throw some roses his way, man. Adolis Garcia. Oh, I love that energy. I love that, man. Freaking Jack gives me the goosebumps just watching the replay of that, man. Crazy. Adolis Garcia. Love you, baby. Look, I said it. I'll say it once and say it again. He's forever a Rangers legend. He's forever a Rangers legend, man. He finally, look, I'm with you. Jordan, you keeping it real. I appreciate you, brother. You keeping it real. He finally connects on a fastball. We watched Adolis wave through a number of fastballs tonight. He finally connects. Jordan, perfect timing on that comment. Perfect timing, my guy. Justin, appreciate the confetti, man. It is occasion to celebrate. Adolis Garcia gives the Rangers new life. Jonah Heim, can we walk it off here? Come on, baby. Can we walk it off here? 0-2 count. Oh, no. We're going to get a ground out here instead. We're going to get a ground out here instead. Heim batting fifth. Something's got to give, man. Something's got to give. We can't keep batting Jonah Heim fifth. Man, I love Jonah too. I love all these guys. I know we talk about, what do we need to do for the good of the organization? Nobody likes the tough parts about baseball where you got to talk about moving on from guys, maximizing value. I love all these guys. Love all these guys. It's frustrating watching them struggle. Frustrating as all get out. Josh Smith, up to bat right now. 0-1. He's going to foul one off. Not really a pitch you want to swing at. Josh, a little anxious. Looking like Josh Young, honestly. A little anxious up at the plate. JP, you called it? JP, I appreciate you, brother. You did call it. That's right. I don't know if I levitated out of my seat. but whew, that got the heart pumping. Oh, that got the heart pumping. Here we go. 1-2. Josh is going to spit on a ball in the dirt and see if we can get a little 2-out rally going here for the boys. Hobie the Goat Milner throwing right now. I like to see that. Hobie Milner, the GOAT in the bullpen, getting warmed up. Josh Smith is going to pop out here in foul territory. 0-for-3 on the night now, but the Rangers have new life. That's all you could ask for. The Rangers have new life. At the death, man. At the death. Adolis Garcia sends one deep. And we've got a brand new ball game, baby. Brand new ball game. 4 extra inning games in a row. By the way, Gio, are you still hanging out? I don't know if my guy Gio is hanging out with us tonight. We played like 60 games without an extra inning game. We were like the only team without extra innings forever. And then we play 4 in a row. Like, what? That's how baseball goes sometimes. As the great Ron Washington used to say, probably still does say, yes, sir. Magical night, man. Now, can you make it count? Can you make it count? We've done this 2 nights in a row. Can we make it count? Hobie Milner is going to come down and shut it out completely in the top of the 11th here. Can the offense make it count? I have faith that Hobie gets the job done. I'll knock on wood just in case. I don't need any of y'all coming at me. But I think Hobie gets it done. And is the offense going to come through in the bottom half? I feel good Hobie is going to limit it. I mean, at least keep it to 1 run. It's tough, y'all. Like, you don't got to get frustrated at anybody. If Hobie, whatever, gives up a ground ball and a pop fly and they're able to manufacture, hard to hate on Hobie. It's just hard with this runner on second. That's why I hate the rule. Stupid. But it is what it is. I don't think it's going anywhere. We're calling Josh Young game-winning home run now? Marco, I'm here for it. Like, please. We want to see it. Red Hats the rest of the year. If they win this game, that is the gold comment. JP with the Galaxy. Let's go, my guy. Thank you. He calls the game-tying home run, and he happens to be a generous man as well. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Love it. Love it, man. JP, what's happening next? Let me pull up my sports betting app real quick. Josh Young, he's over to, he makes the catch. Beautiful. Josh Young leaning over the railing, makes the catch in foul territory. And Hobie Milner quickly has one out under his belt. You love to see it. Yeah. Eric, what are you guys doing tonight? Are the Mariners off tonight, or what's going on? Are you guys playing extra innings too? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Runner on second, still one out. Huge first out when you can keep that runner from advancing to third. First batter. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Vasquez up to bat right now. Pinch hitter. Vasquez on the season, by the way. Doesn't look like he has any numbers. No numbers for Vasquez. No numbers. You cashed the over. Well done. Were you sweating that though? Going into extras. What was the over under? Mark, what was that? Was it 7.5? 7.5. You were kind of sweating for a second there, man. Look, I will say I feel terrible for anybody that had the under in that 1-1 game that we were playing with Seattle going into extras, right? That the game yesterday was 1-1. Base knock, unfortunately, here, y'all. Base knock, and they are going to get the runner home. Keep him from going to second. Yes! Oh, that might be safe. He looked pretty close. They got the run, and you know what? The Rangers did well to cut it off. They threw to second. Vasquez was trying to get to 2. It looks like he got his hand in there, man. Looks like he got his hand in there. That's tough, man. That's why I hate the rule. Y'all gonna hear me say that about 5 more times tonight. That's why I hate this rule. You have no margin for error. When the CBA is up, I don't know how players feel about it. I would love to get the true opinion, the true feel of all MLB players. He's going to be safe. I think he's going to be safe. I would love to see, how do MLB players really feel about the ghost runner rule? And when the CBA is up in 27, talk about it. Make it one of the things. I can't imagine there's a ton of people that love it. But maybe there is. Maybe there's a lot of guys that think it's the most awesome rule ever. Antonio, I'm with you. I don't really think anybody likes it. But you know what? I haven't heard a ton of people, I will say. I don't hear from a ton of people. I love the ghost runner rule. It's my favorite rule. Or it's a rule that I like. Some people I've heard, yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't care, whatever. This is a big play, though. You don't want the Orioles to get 2. I mean, look, you can get fortunate again with another big home run from somebody in the bottom half. They're going to call safe here. So now only one out. Only one out. And they get the runner on second. I got to say, you look back, and hindsight is always 20/20. It's always 20/20. But Haggerty, it's probably a play where you got to hit your cut a little bit better. Was not a good throw. Was not a good throw. And that's one where Hags has got to hit the cut a little bit better. Have to be a little bit more online there to keep that from happening. Just can't have that runner getting to second base on a single like that. Look, if it's right at you, I'm all for taking the risk. If it's right at you, you've got a legitimate shot. There was no legitimate shot to throw that guy out at the plate. That's what I don't like about it. We got a 2-1 count, Jackson Holiday, 1 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Tough AB for him against Milner, but doing well to lay off the sweepers. 3-1 count now. Hobie goes to the sinker. 88 miles an hour. A scorching 88 from Hobie Milner. Walk here, not the worst thing in the world. Lefty, you probably want to see them come right after Holiday here. Not the worst thing in the world, but you got a base open. Double play would be in order if Holiday did walk. I just say be careful. You don't need to throw Holiday a pitch to hit here. That was definitely right there, middle out. So it's 3-2. See if Hobie can get a good call here. Oh, I do not like that call. I don't like that call. Let me get in close here, y'all. That is a close pitch, man. Looks like it was just outside. Just outside. Not the worst thing in the world. We called it already. I mean, honestly. Now you've got the double play in order. You liked the lefty-lefty matchup there. That's the only negative. You like the lefty-lefty matchup, Holiday Milner. I don't think he's trying to walk him there. But silver lining, total silver lining. I think that it's not the worst thing. Now you've got the double play lined up. If you can get Laureano to roll over, you can get out of this inning with a 1-run deficit. That's huge. Absolutely huge. And you're going to have Josh Young. You're going to have, looks like the pitcher spot. That's going to be interesting. You're going to have Josh Young, the pitcher spot, and then you're going to have Osuna up in the bottom half of the 11th. Wonder what they're going to do there. Let's see who they still got on the bench. Pitch 1 is a foul. They don't have anybody on the bench. So the pitcher spot is going to have to hit. That sucks. Because Evan Carter is not at the stadium today. Evan Carter is the last guy, but they don't have anybody else. This is not ideal. You got the pitcher spot coming up second in the bottom half. Another reason why that run, that 7th run for the O's is just huge with the pitcher spot coming up second for the Rangers. Hobie's going to try and back pick to second. Didn't really work out. Vasquez back real easy. Nice little move there from Hobie, though. Nice move. 0-1 pitch. Delivered. That's trouble. Throw me to 2. Throw me to 2. Oh, my gosh. Osuna, I don't know what Osuna's doing there. I really don't know what I mean, I don't know. I think you probably could have gone to 2 there and kept the runner from getting to second. I know he's trying to throw to the lead base. I don't know, y'all. That one's tough. Let me see how close it was. Wasn't even close. I don't even know if he would have got him at second base either. It's 8-6. Hobie Milner, man, not his night tonight. Tough with that ghost runner rule, just not his night tonight. Don't know what to say anymore with this team, y'all. I do not know what to say anymore. And here is a ball that is mashed. Off the top of the wall. Going to be 10-6 Orioles here. Wow. It's not our night. It's not our night. Sad, man. Just sad. Hard to fault Hobie Milner. He's been nails all season long. Not his night tonight. He's getting mashed. But this is what happens when you've got a thin bullpen. Got a real thin pen. This is what happens. You're throwing a lot of extra innings because your offense is terrible. And this is what happens. The perspective for me remains solely offense could have won this game a long time ago. I know Dolly has the big hit. I get it. But I still focus on the offense. I really do. Argue with me till you're blue in the face. We could have won this game in the 9th. We could have won this game in the 9th. Yeah, these last 4 games, Nate, you nailed it. These have been some super entertaining, like incredible theater, but heartbreaking. You've now, maybe barring a miracle, you've lost 3 of your last 4 extra innings games. Brian, 100%. I didn't want it to be true, but here we are. Let's see. We finally going to get the second out here? Looks like it. We have 2 outs now. It's, again, a 10-6 ball game. Hobie looks like he's taking one for the team a little bit here. He's taking one for the team here. He is going all the way through this top of the 11th inning, excuse me. Again, Rangers, I'd love to be optimistic. We got the pitcher spot up second. We lost the DH in the 9th inning. Another thing, that's why, again, I point it back to the offense. You lost. You lost it in the bottom of the 9th. You should have won it in the bottom of the 9th when you could have. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too, honestly. It's hard when I'm doing the live and, I can't go back and stop it, but I kind of thought that too, Scott. Yeah, it's a tough one. Seager not quite able to make that tag. This game's killing me. They've had a ton. Where is Jake Berger? I don't know that Berger helps right now. That's what I was telling y'all earlier. I don't know if Berger or Langford even helps. I wish I was wrong. I'm not even really excited either one of them's coming back. Langford was not hitting well. Berger was not hitting well. I'm a little more excited for Jock Peterson to come back. I felt like he was at least hitting the ball hard routinely, even though the numbers weren't there for Jock. I don't miss Leote at all. No. Don't miss Leote at all. I have not heard one person say I miss Leote. You might be the first if that's how you feel. I don't miss Leote in the least bit. I'm not trying to throw a bunch of shade or disrespect Leote, but I just don't. What happened in the 9th? Texas had Duran on third with 1 out, and then they had Osuna with an opportunity to put the ball game away. He whiffed, strike 3, and then Haggerty wasn't able to come through either. Hobie Milner is going to throw ball 4 here, so we've got runners on first and second here. 2 outs, just need an out. Just get me out of this inning, man. Get me the heck out of this inning. Appreciate the follow, by the way, man. Thank you. It's not hitting, it's pitching. Disagree. You should have won this game in the bottom half. The fact that you're going to extras with the Orioles, and by the way, out number 3, let's rewind this, please, because I really don't want to go back and forth a ton, but the pitching going into the 10th inning had given up 3 runs. I'm just going to let that sit. The pitching going into the 10th inning had given up 3 runs. You're just not going to convince me this is on the pitching tonight. By the way, the ghost runner rule, terrible. I'm not going to fault the pitchers for getting screwed by a terrible rule. And because the offense has been so bad over the past 3 days, really the reason why we've had to go to so many extra innings is the offense. It's the offense. Dolly home run was awesome. I know that it looks like we scored 6 runs today. We scored 3 runs going into the bottom of the 10th inning. We scored 3 runs. This is the offense. They should have won the game in the bottom of the 7th. They should have won the game in the bottom of the 9th. They should not have made our pitchers have to throw extra innings. It's always on the hitting. Zach, I'm with you. I don't know if you mean that genuinely. I think you do. It's always on the hitting. It's not the pitcher's fault that it's an extra inning ball game and we're already overworked. These pitchers have already been throwing way too many innings because the offense can't end it in extras. Or in regulation. We have to take it to extras. I'm just not here for it. I'm not here for blaming the pitching. You want to get on Milner. Dude had a sub-2 ERA coming into this game. It happens. You have an off game. Garcia, he's been shaky. I'm not even going to lie. Garcia's been shaky. I thought that it was the right move having him in the ball game against Gunnar Henderson. He missed some pitches. It is what it is. This game should have been over in the bottom of the 7th and the bottom of the 9th. The bullpen's been great. Really all season, the bullpen's been great. That's why I'm just not here for anybody saying it's the pitching. We had people, totally trashing Patrick Corbin after the 3rd inning. And then bro goes ahead and throws 3 more magnificent innings. And I got to say, that is exactly what you want to get from a 5th starter. And then the bullpen goes ahead and after Corbin goes out, throws you 3 shutout innings. I don't know, y'all. Like, Garcia, not ideal. Him coming in, giving up the bomb in extra innings. But comes in, throws 3 shutout innings, 7, 8, 9. Offense couldn't end it. The pen needs rest. That's why I'm not blaming the pen. Pen is overworked right now, y'all. Overworked. Offense could have ended this multiple times in regulation, and they didn't. I blame the offense for this loss. Gonna continue to do so. McJowers, give me more. Give me more. Go off, my guy. Rangers will be 29-7 when scoring 4+. Gio, yeah, but it's not really. I don't really count this as they scored more than 4, honestly. They scored 3 runs going into the bottom of the 10th inning. I don't really count this as you did your job. You scored 4 runs. You didn't do your job, and that's why you had to go to extra innings. That's how I feel about this ball game. Yeah, injuries are starting to stack up a little bit, Mason. Good to see you, my guy. Thanks for the comment. Injuries are starting to stack up, and the bullpen having to throw 4 straight extra inning games. It stacks up. Jack Leiter has a helmet? Oh, my gosh. Jack Leiter. If Jack hits if Young gets on here and Jack hits like a 3-run bomb, that would be fun. Make me feel a little better. Obviously, it wouldn't make a difference in who's ahead, but I'm here for it. Josh Young just swinging at a terrible pitch, man. What are you swinging at? Are y'all with me? What is bro swinging at? You're literally swinging at a pitch that would have hit you in the head if you wouldn't have swung. What are we doing? Young and Heim and Higgy. I know Higgy had a good night. Young, Heim, and Higgy, by and large, are killing us. Lighter hitting. This makes this a little bit more fun. I hope he gets a base knock in his first AB. That would make this a little bit more fun tonight. A home run. We'll get a little loud for a home run. Brian, it's funny. That's what they said last week on Monday when we were in Baltimore, when we lost the first game to Baltimore. Everybody said that was rock bottom. Is this the new rock bottom? Luis, I don't know, man. I am not excited. I'm not excited for Berger or Langford to come back. Are a bunch of y'all excited for either one of those guys? I'm just not excited for Berger or Langford. Maybe they'll come back and really make a big difference. And I'm not trying to be Mr. Negative. You guys know I'm pretty much as glass half full as you can be, considering the circumstances of this ball club. Jack Leiter strikes out swinging, unfortunately. 3 straight pitches. It was fun while it lasted. And the Rangers are down to their last out. Wow. Come on, Kittredge. Kittredge, what are you doing, bro? Throwing him off speed pitches. Come on, baby. What are you doing? Kittredge throwing off speed pitches. Let's go, buddy. Just throw 3 straight fastballs. Come on. Osuna, the last chance. Mason, he definitely needs to sit. I've said it for the past 3 or 4 nights. He definitely needs to sit. 100%. 100%. Keep going here. Leiter is greater than Young. Look, at this point, Leiter is giving you, he's giving you the exact same thing as what you're getting with Young. Francisco, appreciate the rose, by the way, my guy. Thank you, sir. Look, you're not getting a whole lot more with Young than what you just got from Leiter. Well, Brian, this is more about the fact that you couldn't come through in the bottom of the 9th. That's what you guys, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, look, you didn't come through in the bottom of the 9th, and this is the result. You have your pitcher hitting second. That's why we've got a pitcher hitting right now, because we subbed Higgy for Zeke Duran. We lost the DH when Jonah Heim had to move to catcher from the DH spot. So really the reason why we're hitting a pitcher in this inning is because we didn't get the job done in the bottom of the 9th like Bruce Bochy was counting on. Sign JD Martinez. Didn't they offer him? I thought they offered him something. I don't know if he rejected it or what. Osuna, deep fly. But the ballpark's going to hold it. And we have a 10-6 ball game. Rangers drop a heartbreaker in 11 innings. Unfortunately, Hobie Milner takes the L tonight. Adolis Garcia, huge 3-run homer in the bottom of the 10th. Wasted. Much like Corey Seager's game-tying home run yesterday, wasted. This team, am I right? This team. Ugh. Yeah, look, Langford, for me, he definitely has a lot of promise. Just like I feel like Josh Young could still have a really bright future. But right now, I'm just not excited about really any of those guys coming back. I'm probably the most excited about Jock Peterson, just because Jock has actually done it at the highest level, even though he has not really had a great tenure in a Rangers uniform. I'm glad that they're at least going to get a guy that's been there, done that, and has some pedigree. Wyatt definitely has potential. Jake Berger can hit 30 home runs in a season, absolutely, but I'm not saying I'm pumped about Jock coming back either. Don't get it twisted. But I think out of the three, I'm probably most excited about Jock coming back. I really hope there's no extra inning game tomorrow. ZG, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the gifts, brother. Yeah, look, CY has whiffed when it comes to offense, man. You can't say that about the pitching. He's made a lot of great moves. Bullpen-wise, a lot of these one-year deals that he made with a variety of pitchers in the offseason. He did the same thing with Robertson and Yates last year. It's worked out for CY on the pitching side. You signed deGrom, you signed Evo. It's all looked great. You signed Malley. He's had some injury issues, but when he's been on the field, Malley's looked great. So you got to give CY credit from the pitching side. And it makes sense. Makes total sense because he's a pitcher himself. The offense, he hasn't gotten right. The signings, the guys that he's traded for, the guys that he's brought in, it hasn't worked out. It hasn't worked out. Rangers are 3.5 games out of a wild card spot. Again, it's not terrible, but I said it last week. You're one bad week away from really being KO'd. Like, you know, you drop both these series this week. You drop a series to the Orioles. You drop a series then to the Padres in San Diego this weekend. You're getting into cooked territory. You just are. It's a numbers game at some point. Yeah, nothing's impossible. Nothing's impossible. But if you finish the week after the San Diego series and you're sitting 5-6 games out, that's tough, man. Again, you're not out of it. We've seen teams come back before. You're surely not going to see me quit on this club. But if I could just be realist for a second, you have a bad week, you have a bad week and a half, it might knock you out of the playoff race and put you into full seller mode. Okay, thank you. Somebody gets it. Somebody gets it. Appreciate you, my guy. Rohan says the bullpen is gassed, and that's why I don't want to hear any bullpen hate tonight. I don't want to hear any bullpen hate tonight. The bullpen's freaking gassed. They've had to play 4 extra inning games in a row. And the Rangers could have won this 2 times in the bottom of the 7th with Jonah Heim with a runner on third base and 1 out. I'm pretty sure that's when it was. Let me go back to the game here. So it was bottom of the 8th. It was bottom of the 8th. Garcia stole second. Jonah Heim came up with 1 out and he struck out. And it was Marcus Semien on third base. So you had 2 opportunities back-to-back. In the bottom of the 8th, Jonah Heim, runners on second and third, 1 out, strikes out, ugly swing. Then you go bottom 9, Osuna, tough spot for the rookie, pressureful moment, but you got to put the ball in play. We don't even need a hit, bro. We just need a ball elevated out to the outfield with Ezekiel Duran on third base. Back-to-back innings. You had an opportunity to win. You didn't get it done. ZG, I wish the outcome was different too, man. But look, I appreciate the generosity tonight. Thank you for all the gifts, my guy. Come back tomorrow. We'll be back. We'll be back for more punishment tomorrow. Robert Garcia is questionable at times. He is. He is. Killer B, I'm totally with you. Like, I said that a few days ago. A couple of people were like, what? He's been great. I think he's been a little up and down of late. Of late. He started out the season on fire, did Robert Garcia. Feel like he's been a little up and down of late. Vortex, I hope you're right. 5-3 win tomorrow would be very, very ideal. I'm tired of the hitting too. Offense fault for sure. Thank you. We got some people. You guys know I don't love when we just throw out the ball knower comment, but we got some ball knowers in the chat tonight. It's not the pitching. The pitching gave up 3 runs over 9 innings. That's good enough to win a ball game. Your pitching staff gives up 3 runs in 9 innings. You should win the ball game. Period. Hey, Joe, appreciate you hanging out. Look, we like having fans from every team, maybe not the Astros, but look, we got some love in our hearts for even some Astros fans. Some of my good buddies, got a couple of best buddies that are Astros fans. I love them through it. It's tough at times, but I love them through it. Everybody's welcome, though, man. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Come hang out again tomorrow, man. Come hang out again tomorrow, Joe. Appreciate it, man. By the way, if you are watching right now, you like what you're seeing, I wish it could be under better circumstances, but consider hitting that follow button, man. We do this every night. Just hang out. We talk Rangers baseball. Obviously, that's the priority. But whoever we're playing, we like talking about the players on the other team as well. I try and give you a little balance, but of course, you see the hat I'm wearing. Those of y'all on TikTok, you see the team I got on my shirt. We're going to give you a little bit of a slanted view, but we love having fans from all teams coming in, hanging out. Last team to make the playoffs who were under 500 on July 1st were the 24 Astros. So, look, it can be done. It can be done. Would trading for Pete Alonso be a good trade? Not right now. Not right now. Would it be a good trade if we were in a playoff spot? Potentially. Is it a good trade when you are a losing team and you're 4 games out? I think I would be a little hesitant on that. Do I miss Nate Lowe? No, I really don't think that Nate Lowe would be helping this team a lot right now, guys. I do miss Nate, the guy, the clubhouse energy. I don't think Nate Lowe, the hitter, would be making a big impact on this team. I know some Rangers fans do. We can agree to disagree. I don't think Nate Lowe makes a huge difference on this squad right now. I feel like Nate was very much like a temperature guy, and let me explain what I mean by that. Like, there are some people that set the temperature in the room, and there are some people that just have to kind of adjust to it and kind of go with it. Nate Lowe was kind of a go-with-it guy. If the team wasn't playing well, Nate was not the shining star that was killing it while everybody else sucked. If the team was going well, Nate usually was going well. Nate was not a temperature setter, and that's why I don't think that Nate would be making a big difference right now. Again, feel free to disagree with me. I feel like with Nate Lowe, if the team was hitting well, he was hitting well. If the team was hitting bad, Nate Lowe was hitting bad. That's how I feel about Nate. That's why I don't miss Nate, the bat. I do miss Nate, the guy, the person, the personality. I think he is an extremely lovable dude, and I get why a lot of Rangers fans miss him. The truth hurts. I don't think he'd be making a difference in this lineup. We need Jeff Mathis back. Hey, did you catch my video? Is that from the video reference today? My video today about Higgy, I said, look, you're not paying Kyle Higashioka. You're not paying Higgy $13.5 million to be a good defensive catcher. You're paying Higgy to hit 15 to 20 bombs a year, and he's hit 1 and only has 8 extra base hits through 84 games. And no, he was not a full-time starter with the Padres. A couple people were trying to tell me, well, he didn't have to platoon last year. Yeah, he did. He only had like 270 for plate appearances last year. He's got like 165 this year. He's actually getting more playing time this year than he did last year if you average it out. So don't come at me with any excuses. Higgy is getting paid to hit 15 to 20 home runs. Right now, we're paying him $13.5 million to be a really good catcher. And if that is what you're going to get out of Higgy, you might as well have called Jeff Mathis off the golf course and paid him league minimum. We could have paid a lot of guys league minimum to be really good defensive catchers, and give you not a lot behind the plate. McJowers, I'm going to see where we're at All-Star break before I label, but I'm not feeling great after a game like tonight. You're going to hear me come to some conclusions at the All-Star break. I do think around that time we're going to be able to really see where this team's at, what they might be able to do at the trade deadline, if anything. I can't tell either, Brian. That's why I'm going to need a week and a half. I'm not going to I don't even care about being right, like calling it right now, buyers or sellers. I love the question, by the way. Like I've said it, by the way, you got to be a seller if you're not in a playoff spot or within a game or two. If you're 1 or 2 games out, I think you got to buy a little bit. If you are 4, 5, 6 games out of a playoff spot, I just don't know if I want to see us give up anything of consequence. Like anything of consequence. If it's a guy maybe that's an expiring contract, I mean, look, maybe, but I don't want to see us give up any kind of prospect if you're not going to definitely make the playoffs this year. If this rate continues, we are definitely going to be sellers. Will they call up Craig Kimbrell? He is a fresh arm. You wonder what they're going to do. You feel like they almost have to. Today, by the way, the Rangers, they had Evo, Jackson, Latz, Rocker, Wynn, deGrom. That's who was available. Out in the bullpen. So, look, I don't know. I don't know who is going to be fresh for tomorrow. They're probably just going to play it like it is. Kimbrell, I think I'd like to see. I would like to see Kimbrell get the call up. Keep going. Paul Skeens to the Rangers. We don't need pitching. We need somebody that can hit the broadside of a barn. If Paul Skeens can hit, maybe. We don't need a pitcher, man. We just need somebody that can put the ball in play with a runner on third base and 1 out. We just need somebody that can put the ball in play and not strike out. Yeah, we got to stop going extras, Josh. I'm totally with you, man. Totally with you. Never know, give him a bat. Paul Skeens might be able to hit better than some of the guys we've got in the lineup right now. No lie. I love the hustle from Hellman. I mean, I don't think he's going to make a big difference on this team, but I love the hustle play from Hellman there. We will. This is actually a really good topic. I'm going to unpack it maybe on a night when we don't go extras, but the question, Locke, good to see you, by the way. The question was, are we even going to have money next year to sign like somebody big, a bat? Absolutely. You've got $30 million getting freed up. John Gray's making $13 million this year, and then you've got Tyler Mahle making $16. That's $29 million right there freed up. And then when you consider Adolis Garcia's making about $6 million, Jonah Heim making about the same thing. Jonah Heim and Adolis Garcia are probably going to make about, I think, $7.5 million next year. If you get rid of Adolis and you get rid of Heim, that's $15 more million to work with. So now you're looking at about $44 million to work with if you get rid of Heim and if you get rid of Adolis Garcia. So yes, and then there's a lot of expiring contracts coming off the books with the bullpen. Clearly, you've got to replace the bullpen. You've got a lot of the one-year contract guys, so it's going to have to happen that way. But you have got some opportunities next year. You could make a Kyle Tucker run. You've got to then go skeleton and bones with the rest of your signings. You could make a Kyle Tucker run. You're going to have some space. Vortex, Higgy's another one. Somebody just brought up Higgy on YouTube. Higgy's making $6.75 million a year. Now we're over $50 million. You get rid of Higgy, Heim, Doley, Mahle, and you get rid of Gray. I mean, Mahle and Gray are expiring contracts anyways. And then if you can get a taker for Jock, now you're opened up even more. Now you're close to $70 million in space. I don't know if the Rangers are even going to be able to deal Jock, but if you could somehow, some way get out of the Jock Peterson contract, now you've got almost $70 million to work with. Look, there's some guys available next year for sure. I don't know the guys off the top of my head. I'll try and look it up. 2026 free agent class. I know Kyle Tucker is the big one. Marcelo Zuna is going to be a free agent next year. Let's see who else big. I'm just looking down the list right now for any big time names that would even be worth it. Keep going. Yeah, there's a lot of nonsense, y'all. Batters, let's go batters. I'm working through it. Come on now, give me a second. It's so far a lot of meh. Let me keep going. I don't know. I'll keep sorting through while I take comments. Paul Goldschmidt's a free agent. There's a corner guy. He's having a pretty good year for New York. He's old, though. Maybe a one-year deal. Kyle Tucker's the big name. JT Realmuto. JT Realmuto, another guy. Catcher. That would solve the catching problem. That is a guy I'd actually love to go out and get. If you could get rid of Higgy, get rid of Heim, reset the catcher position, and go get Realmuto, I would be in favor of that. I really do like JT Realmuto. I did not realize that he was a free agent next year. Yeah, Robbie, I think that is the guy, though. I think Realmuto, he's making a nice salary. That's the only thing. Kyle Schwarber is another free agent. So you got basically what I saw. You've got Tucker. You've got Realmuto. You've got Schwarber. You've also got Arias, Luis Arias from the Padres. You've got Goldschmidt. Bo Bichette is a free agent. So you've got a number of guys. There's 5 guys right there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ryan O'Hearn from Baltimore is a free agent. He's not a bad bat. That's about it, though. There's Mark Canha. Not bad. Mark Canha's a decent hitter. That's like a mid-tier upgrade, though. That's not like the impact bat we're really looking for here. Walcott getting called up. Sean, I don't think they're going to start the clock on Walcott. I don't think they start the clock on Walcott. So I feel like the only way you're going to see Walcott this year is if the Rangers have a shot to win it and they have got some major injuries they're dealing with. Otherwise, I really don't know why you would want to start Sebastian Walcott's clock. You want to keep that dude as long as possible. Is it maybe a chance they bring him up like in September when the rosters expand? Maybe. Brian, I'm with you. I would love to see the Rangers go all in on Kyle Tucker. Clear out some of the guys that I just mentioned. Garcia, Heim, Higgy. Obviously, Malley and Gray are going to fall off the books. Maybe somebody lets you take, or maybe somebody takes Jock off your hands. That one's going to be tough. You could make a run at Tucker. It's got to be a record, Gio. It feels like it's got to be. Maybe it's not. Game's been going on for a long time, but I don't know. Tucker not wanting to pay that state income tax. I hope that that's appealing. Yeah, Brian, I'm with you. You've got to do some hard resets of the 23 guys. You've got to do some hard resets. You really do. It's sad. It's sentimental. A lot of us, the 2023 guys, if we want to be sane again watching Rangers baseball, you've got to let go of some of the 23 guys. You just do. John, I know it's the same sentiment from you, brother. It's hard, but it's got to happen. And I think it will happen. Either at the trade deadline, if we got to be sellers, or in the offseason. One of the two. Chris Young should be fired. I'm not going there quite yet, but you know what? I think after you win a World Series, 2-year buffer, if the Rangers are bad next year, I do think you got to move on. If you go 3 losing seasons in a row, I'll give Chris Young one more year. One more year. That's all I got. I think if you go 3 losing seasons in a row, you've got to be let go. You got to move on. Trade deGrom to the Astros already. You wish. You wish. Rangers could still be a really quality team next year with deGrom, with Evo. You got a young core, Carter, Langford. You've still got Seager. You've still got Semien. You've got some guys coming up that have some talent and have some potential. Osuna's having a little bit of a tough go right now, but I like Osuna. I think he can be a solid player, maybe not superstar or star, all-star, but I think he could be a solid player for you. 2026 can still be a good year. 4 straight in 24, Ben. I figured that the game had probably seen something like this before. Yeah, look, you've still got a really good core for next year. That's why you don't sell everything, but you hard reset at a number of positions. I think you got to think about third base and first base. You've got to give it some thought. You absolutely have to hard reset catcher, and you absolutely have to hard reset out in the outfield. I know Adolis hits the home run today. And look, with Adolis, it might end up being more business than performance. But Adolis has had his streaky moments of really good and really bad this year. I think that Adolis, it's just the nature of his contract. Adolis is going to want to get paid in free agency. The Rangers, I don't think, are going to be paying Adolis Garcia any kind of bag when he gets done with his rookie contract. And so you've got to let him go and trade him either at the deadline or in the offseason. ESPN had Adolis 80% chance to get traded, and I think the 20% was maybe in the off chance the Rangers get on a heater and end up making the playoffs, and then they hold on to Adolis through the end of the season. But I still think they will trade him in the offseason if they don't trade him at the deadline. Yeah, I think you're going to see some guys move on. Yeah, they were. Absolutely. They were a special team. Rohan, 100%. 2023 was special. Everybody clicked at the right time. That's what you have to do to win a World Series. That's what, I mean, I know it's just trolling, but all the investigate 2023 crap and, Rohan, look, I know it's not you, but the investigate 2023 crap, I don't think people get it. That is what you have to have. A really special year where everybody comes together and plays well in order to win a World Series. It's not easy. Yeah, you can make it back, and look, the Astros have made it back a ton. Like I respect what the Astros have built even after the years in question, the cheating years, whatever you want to label them as. I mean, it was pretty clearly at that point. I don't think there's a real whole lot of debate. Some of those years, technology, cheating. But in the aftermath, you've seen the Astros still be a quality team. And so I only take that cheating argument so far. You've seen the Astros still be quality regardless. And so I respect them for that. Don't like them, but respect it. But even the Astros, you've seen them fall short in the ALCS and the World Series. It is hard to go all the way and win the World Series. It's hard. And the Rangers had everything clicking in 23. Everything clicking. All right, tomorrow's game, we got to move on. deGrom, by the way, pitching tomorrow. That gives me some hope. Mariners beat the Royals 6-2, so the Rangers are going to fall back another game in the wild card. Sadly, not a whole lot else going around the league right now. I'm going to give you guys the roundup here, and then we'll look at the game for tomorrow. So Mariners, A's won 6-4. Mariners won 6-2 over the Royals. Astros didn't play, and the Angels did not play either. Tomorrow's ball game, deGrom on the mound facing, I think somebody put it, Vortex, you put it in the chat, didn't you? It's Young, 7.11 ERA for Young, by the way. deGrom dominated the O's last time out. I'd expect him to do it again. Against deGrom, Cowser 1 for 3, Henderson 0 for 5, Holiday 0 for 2, Mullins 0 for 5, O'Hearn 0 for 5. Are you seeing a trend here? Sanchez 2 for 9 with the home run, Trump 0 for 2, Westberg 0 for 3. So deGrom basically has dominated Baltimore. Maybe Baltimore gets lucky and gets some green grass tomorrow against the best pitcher in baseball, but I think deGrom probably shoves and the Rangers get back on track. Young for the Orioles. Carter 1 for 2. You've got Doley 0 for 2. Haggerty 0 for 2. Jonah Heim 1 for 2 against Young, the probable starter for the Orioles tomorrow. Then you have Josh Young 1 for 2 with the home run. So maybe you'll see Josh Young again in the lineup. 0 for 1 for Alejandro Osuna, 0 for 2 Corey Seager, Marcus Semien 1 for 2, Josh Smith 0 for 2. A little bit of a mixed bag there, but you got Josh Young with the home run. You've got Marcus Semien. You've got Evan Carter with good numbers. I don't think Carter's going to be around tomorrow dealing with a personal issue. I thought I heard on the broadcast them say it's going to be a couple of games. Carter's going to be out. Look, Saxy Phil, I'm kind of with you. I think that Josh Young probably needs to sit on down, but I don't know that that's going to happen until Langford and Berger get back. Do I think we can make the postseason? I think it's possible. It's not looking great right now. Appreciate the comment, by the way. Good to see you. I just, I always want to be glass half full. I always want to have that positive mentality. My longtime listeners, longtime supporters of the show, you guys know we've gone through some dark times together, and I've always tried to keep it positive. It's tough after nights like tonight, and you've got to call things on the carpet. You can't sugarcoat absolute crap. You just can't. But at the same time, I do think until they're mathematically eliminated, you're going to see me continue to hold on. I did that last year until the bitter end. I'm going to do it again this year. That's how I'm built as a fan. That's all I know how to do. So if you want to see another channel where somebody's just going full meltdown mode and totally giving up on the team, I'm probably not your boy. But I do hope you stick around. We're going to try and be positive. We're going to call the crap on the carpet as it comes. Hopefully there's not too much to call out, if you know what I mean. But I just really, really want to see this team get on a run. I'm hoping, I'm praying. I don't know if it's ever going to come, but I'm going to continue to wish for that. And it starts tomorrow with deGrom. You've got deGrom. You've got Evo. Go win a series. Go win a series, man. Loyalty. Thank you. No fair weather. And look, I don't get on anybody because I get people, I turned it off. I'm going to bed. I don't hold it against anybody. There is an element of this. Appreciate the gift, by the way. Elvia, thank you so much. Appreciate the gift. There is an element to this. Y'all know this is what I do. This is what I do, right? I mean, if I'm a fan and I have no strings attached, I don't have right on Rangers, there's probably some nights where I turn the TV off in the 8th or the 9th. And then, knowing me, I keep looking at it on my phone just to make sure, right? Some of y'all are probably like that too. You shut it off. You're pissed off. You're frustrated. Turning this off. Then you kind of keep your one eye on it just in case. And then you flip it back on if it gets interesting. That's what I do, man. That's what I did before I started this. Now I pretty much watch it till the bitter end. Watch it till the bitter end. Not even worried about the division, Francisco. Y'all can have the division. You still end up losing in the first round. It's how it goes, man. That's what happened last year. You win the division, you lose in the first round. Won the division in 23, lost to the Rangers. It's not all about the division, my guy. Just make the playoffs. Just make the playoffs. It's not all about the division. Division would be nice. The Rangers end up winning the West. Some miracle. Awesome. Just make the playoffs. Doesn't even matter. Rangers are 3.5 game out of a playoff spot. That's really all I care about. After watching what they did in 23, going ahead and doormatting the Astros on their way to their first World Series championship, I'm not too worried about the division. Yeah, Tigers went ahead and wiped out the Astros first round last year. But how was that division title? Look, I mean, facts are facts, right? Win the division 2 years in a row, lose to the Rangers, lose to the Tigers. Yikes. Rangers and Tigers outed you back-to-back years. I don't know. Sorry. 3.5 games back, though. 3.5. Don't give up. Don't give up. I'm not giving up. I don't love where this team is at right now. Appreciate the gift so much. Thank you for the generosity. I'm not loving where the team's at. Don't get it twisted. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm not loving this. But I do hope that the Rangers have a run left in them. They're only 3.5 games back. You win 3 or 4 in a row, you're right back in the thick of it. You've got deGrom, you've got Evo, you've got a chance. You've got a chance here. We keep going. I think we're about wrapped up too. Standings, I already went through it. We went through the AL West roundup. We previewed the matchup for tomorrow. It's another 7:05 start from the looks of it. We'll get the rest of the AL West back in play tomorrow. Houston is going to open up a series with the Rockies, and then we are going to see the Angels play the Braves. So Houston gets a nice little break playing the Rockies, unfortunately. They might end up being 53, almost 20 games over 500 before this series comes to a close with Colorado. Right now, the focus has got to be on the wild card spot. That's where my focus is. Look, it's a long season, a lot of baseball left to be played. You got about 70 games. You got like 70 games left. I think 75, something like that to be specific. A lot of baseball left to be played, but you got to start putting together some runs. I do want to say a special thank you before I leave to all of my paid members and subscribers, both on YouTube and on TikTok. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for everybody that gave a gift as well. Very generous of you. Means a lot. And look, even if you didn't do either of those things, just being here, hanging out with me, commenting, liking, following, supporting the show, it means a lot. And by the way, for the paid members and subscription thing, I just set up a small way. If you want to take your support to the next level, you love what I'm doing here at the show, you appreciate the content, $2.99 a month is the subscription. Gets you exclusive access to our Right on Rangers Discord. It's a great community. It's been an awesome time. It's crazy. It's been going on over a month, but we light it up in there every day after wins and losses. Really quality group of people. I think it's well worth the price of admission. That's the feedback I'm getting too. Would love if you consider it. TikTok, you just hit that subscribe button. Very left side of your screen right next to the chat. And if you're on YouTube, I'm going to drop the link for you guys. Copy and paste it into a browser of your choice. Thank you for considering taking your support to the next level. But look, we appreciate everything. We don't take anything for granted here at the show. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks again. Hey, man, I really appreciate you, Rohan. Look, I say everybody's welcome. Everybody is welcome here on the show. Everybody. I love fans from other teams coming in. As long as we're not getting it vulgar, straight up, nasty, inappropriate. Look, everybody can stick around. I love hanging out with fans of all teams. I appreciate that, man. Come back and hang out again. And look, please come back for that Silver Boot series. That's when it really starts getting spicy. We get the Astros fans really coming out for that Silver Boot series. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Hey, George, appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Good game tonight, brother. Enjoy that win, man. Come back tomorrow and hang out. We'll be doing this again for the next 2 days. Come back again tomorrow and hang out, George. Hey, once more before we leave, if you haven't hit that follow button, you like what you're seeing, you like the vibe, you like hanging out, talking ball, hit that follow, man. I'd love for you to come back, stay up to date with all the content we put out. We got something coming out almost every day at this point. It's been awesome. So, hey, look, thank you so much. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And as I always say to end every show, God bless and go Rangers.